was kind of humiliated and embarrassed, at the whole situation, because it seemed like it was a racial issue to me.
Clover Police Sergeant Tracy Reed had that experience at a Chick-fil-A restaurant in Augusta, Georgia, while on a work trip a few weeks ago. He and 3 other CPD officers, all of them white, went into the restaurant for breakfast.
We all came into the restaurant together. We rode together, came in the restaurant together, all had the same uniform on, stood in line together. There was never a time that we were not together.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and he said together too many goddamn times. That's what, that was a red flag. I ain't trusting that shit, but I'm gonna just put this out here on the table. I'm in Georgia, and Chick-fil-A always comes across as like racist. I don't know if it's the aesthetics, the workers they got there, even when it's majority black, like staff, like they don't necessarily come off racist. But the manager, I can't help but when it's an all black staff, management is more than likely like 90% always white. That always strikes me as like slave master dynamic, which I don't like. So I don't go to a Chick-fil-A. Not to mention, it's a Christian establishment. I have my biases. I don't like people that tout their religion as a marquee of their establishment. Nor do I like when they make those things public. I think it's something that you can keep to yourself. But Kathy Pruitt, or Pruitt Kathy, whatever the fuck his name is, I can't never remember, but Pruitt Kathy, after he made his remarks about it being a Christian establishment and not really necessarily being gay friendly, which I'm cool with everybody, gay, straight, it don't matter, man. If you cool, we can kick it. I like women, but to each his own, right? I might think it's plenty fucking nasty, like I've told my gay friends, but at the end of the day, I'm not screwing you. So what you eat don't make me shit. So I just think it's like monumentally weird when somebody makes their Christian beliefs the marquee of their company. It just comes across as weird as shit. So I'm not surprised. Yeah, if they made my man pay for his food. Not only that though, I will say, playing devil's advocate, he deserved to pay for his own food. Not because he was black, but because he didn't say shit. Now, I have a problem with black people that's passive aggressive. If you pull some racist shit, if I perceive something being racist, and typically I'm very critical when it comes to something racist. Like I don't like to cry wolf. I know when a person is treating me a certain kind of way because of my skin, based off they just an asshole, right? A lot of racist people like to use this cover that, well, they weren't treating you like that because you're black. Maybe they're just assholes. When a person treats you with lack of respect or disdain for no apparent reason, like you were nice, you were friendly, you was cool, you didn't do shit to them, you didn't say fuck they mama, like when people like show disrespect or disdain or indifference, that's when I know that it's racist. So not to confuse racism with somebody just being an asshole or a jerk. So the fact that all the other cops, the other 3, got a complimentary meal and they made my man pay for his and he didn't say shit, yeah, you kind of you earn that shit, right? Because as a black person, it's a belief of mine, and it should be a belief in anybody, right? No matter how passive or nice or whatever you are, your personality type, people shouldn't be racist, but you shouldn't allow people to be racist. So every single time I'm gonna check that shit. The fact that he didn't check it and he told his coworkers, nah, it's cool. Yeah, you paid for it, shut the fuck up. That's where I'm at with it. If you're gonna pay for it, then you pay for it and go eat your food. Don't even bitch about it. Don't mention it. The fact that he went back and mentioned it to his coworkers instead of saying something to the management, like, that's problematic. That's almost like Me Too movement. Motherfuckers don't say nothing when it initially happens. They let 15-20 years go by, then you want to like say something. This is like, bro, If you didn't say nothing then, don't say shit now, because now you're making a stink out of nothing. Right? You done let too much time lapse. In his case, he bought it, so clearly he was with the trend. He was okay with the transaction. Not only that, that's gonna be their cover fire. That we gave them free meals, but our complimentary quota, our limit, was up, so we charged you. You were the last person. We got 3 complimentary meals. You was the 4th person. We had to make somebody pay, right? This shit ain't cheap. One meal cost is gonna cover the cost of all the other 3 meals, right? So somebody had to pay, and it had to be you. The fact that you paid means you was in agreement with it. You paid for it, and then you went to the table, and making a situation after the fact, like, you stupid. And that right there, people, I mean, they probably wasn't wrong, but the fact that they tried him and he went along with it, bro, just eat your food. Right? You shelled over the little $9.86 or whatever the fuck it was. You was with it, right? Me, I would have been like, yo, hold up, y'all didn't charge them. I'm a cop, they a cop, and you didn't charge them cops. Why you charging me? I would have made a stink of it. Because like I said, at any given time, I'm not going to let no racism slide. I live in America. I'm not passive aggressive. And I know the history and mistreatment of people of color, namely black folks. So every 99 times out of 10, now you know what? Fuck that. 110 out of 10, I'm going to say something. This is what it is. The fact that he didn't do that, sit your ass down, eat your food. That's where I'm at with some people just be making situations after the fact when you could have said something initially. Like, in the words of Jigga Man, when does the lies end? When does the truth begin? When is reality set in, or does it not matter? Clearly it must not matter to some people, and they're just, I don't know, looking for an outlet or an opportunity to pitch a bitch. And I'm one of those type of people, like, I wish racism would stop. However, not calling it out initially when it happens and then going to media outlets after the fact, like, it's kind of almost unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? And on top of all that, you could have said something to management, then went to an outlet. Hell, throw some extra stank on it, I would have sued them. I'm not going to an outlet and after the fact and we filing a lawsuit for discrimination. And because my coworkers was there and they agreed with it, and they told the news company that we got a free meal and my man here had to pay, I'm getting $2 million. Right? Get rich or die trying, or get rich or try dying. It's gonna happen. But this dude, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. Some people just fucking missing a chromosome. And as a black person, it's agitating because, once again, it makes my job hard when something that's racist or perceived racist happens and you can prove it without a shadow of a doubt, and you don't, then you convolute the situation or the issue of racism in America. And I'm the type of person, stop making my fucking job hard as an outlet, a media outlet, a mouth for the people. I would like shit to be smooth. Say something initially. Don't pay for the shit, then go to a news outlet and make a stink. Clearly, when you paid for it, you was in agreement of the transaction. So it's over. And I just wish my people, sometimes would stop convoluting. It's bad enough we already got naysayers that racism don't exist. Then we got niggas that's going out like Andre Williams. I'll probably do a video about this jackass. He goes to the King's rally or protest or whatever and gets tossed around by the protesters. I guess he was pro-Trump. I don't know. It's bad enough we got naysayers, white people that saying racism don't exist, black people that say racism don't exist. Then we got black self-hating black people within the community that try to dog pile on black people. The last thing we need is these alooful, passive aggressive, go along to get along, goofy ass niggas making a stink about some shit they was with. In any event, if y'all like this episode, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out. No.